And welcome. Let's take a look at our top story this hour. Sajid Gondal, the Securities and Exchange Commission of Pakistan official who had gone missing several days ago, has resurfaced. Gondal, whose disappearance raised many troubling questions for the Imran Khan government, now says that he was in the northern region of the country for a vacation. On Tuesday night, after 5 days since his disappearance, Sajid Gondal took to Twitter himself, saying, and I quote, "I am back and safe, and I am thankful to all the friends who were worried for me." In a strange twist, the SECP Joint Director has now told the police that he was in the northern areas for a recreational tour along with his friends and that he could not contact his family because his mobile phone was off. On Tuesday, Sajid Gondal's wife, Sajila, took to the streets to seek answers about her missing husband.
I just need an answer to one simple question from IG Islamabad. IB officials. None of the officials has spoken to us yet. It is us who has made the efforts. Please tell me, how am I supposed to answer my 4 kids? I have been telling them from day one that their father will be back. Initially, I told them he's on a tour.
Now let's remind our viewers why this is as curious as it is. On Thursday, the 3rd of September, Sajid Gondal's car was found abandoned in front of the National Agricultural Research Centre on Park Road in Islamabad. On Friday, the 4th of September, Sajid Gondal's family moved to the Islamabad High Court over his alleged disappearance. On Saturday, the 5th of September, the Islamabad High Court ordered authorities to recover Gondal by Monday. The IHC has now then gave this order while hearing an urgent petition filed by Asmat Bibi, the mother of Gondal. Then there was still no news of Gondal on Monday, the 7th of September. The Islamabad High Court pulled up the administration for being unable to find him. On Tuesday, the Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan set up a 3-member committee to investigate what happened to Sajid Gondal and his whereabouts. The same night, Gondal tweeted that he was back home and safe. Now, this claim made by Gondal is absolutely contradictory to the initial reports that suggested that he'd been allegedly kidnapped. His disappearance was also being linked to the Asim Bajwa property controversy. Some news reports in Pakistan also suggested that he was indeed kidnapped and then released. Now, we are being joined by our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik, for more on this story. Good evening to you, Anas. This is indeed a very strange turn of events. He had his abandoned car was found. His wife was protesting in the streets to find out information about her missing husband. And now he has resurfaced. And the official statement is that he was away for recreational purposes after being missing for 5 days.
Absolutely, the mystery surrounds with regards to what happened to Sajid Gondal and where exactly was he, because today in a statement to the police, which is actually not his final statement because his final statement will be recorded under the section 164 of the Pakistan Penal Code and the Criminal Procedure, which would be deemed as the final statement, and then that would be presented in front of a magistrate as well. But this initial statement that came to the police, he said that he was quote-unquote had gone to the northern areas. Now, a lot of questions have been raised over that statement for the mere fact that how can anybody abandon their car in the middle of the road with the car keys plugged in as well and then just leave, just vanish. He has also maintained that he was not able to contact his family because of the lack of connectivity in those particular northern areas. This is what has been maintained by Sajid Gondal. He went missing on Thursday night at around 7:30. His disappearance was first reported on Friday morning, and then since then there have been a lot of back and forth. In fact, on Monday at the Islamabad High Court, the Islamabad High Court Chief Justice Atar Mainullah came down very heavily on the authorities with regards to the disappearance of Sajid Gondal. He had earlier given them a 2-day ultimatum to recover him while listening to the habeas corpus application that was moved by Sajid Gondal's family. Yesterday, in fact, Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan had taken notice. Now, this notice was basically urged by the Chief Justice of the Islamabad High Court himself, and after that we saw hours later Sajid Gondal returning back. Now, this is not the first instance when the Pakistani Prime Minister had taken notice of an alleged kidnapping or a disappearance, and the person would have come back. Earlier last month, we saw the disappearance or the kidnapping of Matiullah Jan, of a senior journalist, and then the notice of that was taken by the Pakistani Prime Minister. Subsequently, some hours later, Matiullah Jan surfaced back and he had returned to his house. Now, so the questions are being raised by senior journalists in Islamabad here, at least on Twitter, because there's nothing on mainstream as such, that whether the attacker, the kidnappers are linked to the government somehow, or are they fearing of the government, because whenever the Prime Minister has taken notice, these those who are abducted, they mysteriously resurface and they come back. So that is the main question that has been raised. A Pakistani journalist, prominent journalist, Hamid Mir, has said that out of the fear of speaking the truth and protection, people maintain such statements, they give such statements out in the public because they fear that who would be protecting them. Asma Shirazi has also said that they've been in a very sarcastic way that going to up north would never be the same again. So lots of questions that have been raised by and large by journalists with regards to the statement that has been maintained by Sajid Gondal. Something very interesting as well, that he did not return to his own house last night. He went to his brother's house, and then it was said that he will be going to his village. So as I said, the mystery surrounds with regards to Sajid Gondal's return, and it becomes even more interesting with this statement of his that he had gone quote unquote to the northern areas. Yes, Alison.
Anas, thank you very much for bringing us the latest in this very interesting story.